Excellent. Good evening and welcome to Fairfax County Public Schools Post-Secondary Virtual Night event. My name is Casey Kane and I am a resource counselor in School Counseling Services, and I will be the moderator for this session, Are You Common App Ready? Before we begin, I want to share a few pieces of information regarding tonight's session with you. Please note that the session will be recorded. I remembered to hit the button. So if you are experiencing any technical difficulties or need to leave the session early, the recording will be available. The session will be 45 minutes long. If time allows, a few participants will have the opportunity to type questions using the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. Please try and hold your questions until the end. The session will end promptly at 5:45. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful presenter to teach us all about the Common App.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you tonight. My name is Jamia Tenney, and I am principal of learner experiences at the Common App, and I'm excited to share with you about Common App and its platform and our resources tonight. And we'll also take some opportunity if you have questions at the end of the session you can place those in the Q&A section again, and we'll be able to answer those. So let's jump right in, because we don't want to waste any time learning about the Common App. For those who are not aware what the Common App is, we're an online application platform. We provide opportunity to make applying to college easy. Each year, more than 1 million students use our platform to apply to college, with a third of those students being the first in their families to attend colleges. We have over 1,100 member colleges and universities that are a part of our platform that students can take advantage of. Here's a little snapshot inside our membership. In those 1,100 colleges and universities that I noted a little earlier, 350 plus of those are public state-run institutions. 600 plus of those institutions don't charge an application fee to apply. So when we talk about making our application platform easy for students to be able to access post-secondary education, that's one of the many ways that we do that. Our colleges and universities are represented across 50 U.S. states, including D.C. and Puerto Rico, as well as we are also global, representing 15 countries outside of the U.S. with over 60 international college and university members. As we get into the platform, we start to talk about how you apply and use the Common App platform to apply to one of those 1,100 plus members. There are 3 decision types that are going to come up as you venture into each of those members and the types of applications that they offer. The first type is early action, which is a non-binding decision type, meaning that there is no commitment that needs to be made to that institution. Most students will be admitted early if they apply under early action, meaning if you're admitted to the university, your decision will come early, not a guaranteed admission of any kind, but oftentimes early action is linked to scholarships and other opportunities that may be available. But you can reply by the traditional date of May 1st. The next type of decision that you may see is early decision. That is the only binding decision type that's inside the application. And when we say binding, that means that if you're applying under one of the early decision deadlines of a college or universities, you are saying to that university that, hey, if I'm admitted to this university, I plan to attend this college. And then the last decision type is regular decision, which is also non-binding. This decision type is used all throughout the year. Oftentimes, sometimes it is also used for space available. So you would want to survey what type of decision based on how prioritized a particular college and university is on your list. You'll want to determine what type of decision that you want to pursue, application that you want to apply to. So here's a snapshot into our website. There's the first traditional way that you can use to access an account to apply. The top right-hand corner, you'll see 2 things. First, create your account. So if you don't have a Common App account, you'll click that button and create a first-year student account. And then also you'll see to the left of that, the sign in button. So if your account is already created, you'll access that information there. You'll also find resources available under Plan for College, Apply for College, and Pay for College. And we're very direct in those resources, depending upon what stage that you're in. Maybe you're planning, you're thinking about maybe what type of colleges, creating your college list, all of those things you might be looking under Plan for College. Apply for College when you're ready to enter the platform and you need assistance with each part of the application. We have step-by-step resources for each part. So tonight, if for some reason you don't have a Common App account, you can use this, scan that QR code using your phone. And again, you're going to create that first year student account. You'll enter some basic demographic information, and then you'll be able to explore the site and the resources that we have to offer. We also have a mobile app version available. So if you want a single, streamlined, or secure platform to enter that's outside of on your laptop or maybe your iPad, you also can access the mobile app version. So here's a snapshot into what your account will look like when you open it up, traditionally on your laptop version, or even also on your mobile version. You're going to open up to your dashboard and it's going to reveal a couple of things. Let's start with the left navigation of the screen. You'll see a couple of options there that you can click on, 5 options to be exact. First is the My Common Application section. That section will move with every single one of the applications that you submit. Is the general information. And you'll see at the top in the middle of the dashboard, you'll see the different sections: profile, family, education, testing, activities, writing, courses and grades. So you'll see those sections that come under the My Common Application section. We also give you a little hint into what you have completed under that section and what you need to complete. For instance, in this particular example, this student, Jenny, has not completed their family section or their courses and grades section yet. So they're not quite finished with their My Common Application section. The next section is your My Colleges. So when you decide, shortly under that, you'll see College Search. You'll be able to search those 1,100 colleges and universities that I noted earlier to determine what particular colleges that you're interested in applying to. Once you land on colleges, you're going to be adding them to your My College list. And when you open up your My Colleges, once you have added those colleges, you'll see, as you see in the middle of the dashboard, you'll see the four colleges. In this particular example, I want to make sure I note this. This student has added 3 colleges and a scholarship program. The Jack Kent Cooke Foundation is a scholarship program. So these student has added a Black Hawk College, Morgan State University, and the University of Delaware. There, that student will show where they are in the process of submitting applications to those colleges. So all 4 of those opportunities are still in progress. If a student has completed one of those colleges, it would appear at the top, hey, 3 in progress, 1 complete, those types of things. We also give you a little snapshot into deadlines. We try to remind you, hey, there's a deadline coming up for the University of Delaware on November 1st, or the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Scholarship deadline is coming up on November 12th. Under the college search box, you'll see direct admissions. I'll talk about that a little later, but that is a admissions program where colleges and universities are offering admittance to their university prior to students applying for median and low income students, first generation as well. And then also the financial aid section, which I'll get into in just a few as well, which we offer information to support you as you go through the FAFSA process, as well as we have some scholarship opportunities that we connect you to, in addition to the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation. So we talked about that 600 plus of those members don't require application fee, but if you have some level of demonstrated need, some examples are on the screen, then you also can be eligible for our fee waiver, which under our financial aid section, you'll be able to find that you can check for fee waiver eligibility. If you check that you are qualifying for a fee waiver, your counselor would then have to verify that information. Under the My Common Application section, we still have our traditional essay questions. We have not updated those. 7 different essay prompts with a 650 word limit. And then we also have our activity section that remains. You can report up to 10 activities and give them a description of what those activities are, any leadership roles you held, how many years you participate in those activities, and just giving more context into who you are as a person and how these activities could actually bring value and contribute to their college campus. Some examples would be if you have a part-time job, community engagement, clubs, some type of volunteer opportunity as well. We also added a new question this year that gives a little bit more context beyond the activity section that gives our readers, those who are admissions office readers, a little snapshot or lens into responsibilities and circumstances that impact your daily ability to go to high school and complete your education, and what value those opportunities bring to a college campus. Some examples would be if you again work a part-time job to contribute to a family household. Maybe you're helping to take care of a disabled or sick family member. Maybe you travel a long ways to commute to go to school. Just some examples there. You can note those, or you can note none of these if those aren't relevant to you. Under the My Comment application section, of course, you can still self-report your test scores. Of course, you still need to send those official test scores to the agency, but we have space for ACT, SAT, whether it's AP, IB, Cambridge, as subject tests via the SAT. Those types of scores and information that colleges, some colleges may be looking for. Under each of those colleges, one thing is also good to note that colleges may require recommendation letters. Not all members do, but there are some member colleges and universities that do require recommendation types. The 4 types are listed, whether it's a counselor who submits your school forms, can track your progress, whether it's a teacher who's submitting a teacher evaluation or a letter recommendation, or other recommenders. So maybe you have a coach, or if you're working at part-time job and you want your boss to submit a recommendation letter on your behalf, that will fall under other recommenders. Whether it's an advisor, someone who's not submitting recommendations, who's not submitting forms, but you have a mentor or somebody who's just helping you track the progress, you can assign them as an advisor and they'll be able to track your student progress. So you will want to invite these recommender roles unless your school uses some other service like Naviance or some other way in which you invite recommenders. You will use the Common App platform to actually do that, and you'll invite those individuals to the application to submit on your behalf. I talked about the financial aid section a brief earlier, but I want to make sure I expound on it a little bit more. Again, the first part of this section provides information about the 4 types of aid: general aid, grants, loans, scholarship, work study. We provide information there, connect you to the free application for federal student aid. And we talk about how you can also look up state level opportunities that are available for funding as well. But then also we have a resource that, based on information that you fill in your Common App tab, your profile, your education, your activity section, there may be scholarships that you are actually eligible for. So if you go to the financial aid section, you click on scholarships and then you click on matches, there may be some matches that appear that, based on the information you submitted, that you may be eligible for some scholarships. In this particular example, the student Jenny, based on the information that they submitted, they were eligible for 2 scholarships, and those scholarships appear there with the deadlines, and you can directly link out to those particular scholarships as well to apply. I also talked about direct admissions just a bit, meaning, again, colleges or universities will extend offers to qualify first-generation low and middle income students. And that information is based on information they submit inside their My Comment application section. They give out perks like no application fee. Of course, they may even waive an essay or recommendation requirements based on those requirements. This year, we have over 225 of our members participating in this program. 65 of them are public institutions across the country. You'll see a little snapshot in what states they appear in. And you can see, you can go to the direct admissions section of your Common App account to see if you qualify for some of those opportunities. So here's the sections that you want to make sure that you have completed in your My Comment application section that will determine whether or not you qualify. Your cumulative GPA and GPA scale, your Common App fee waiver response, your parents' education level, as well as your permanent home address. Let's talk about some tools that you can use as you navigate the Common Application. One of the most common tools that students use is our Common App walkthrough for first-year students. You'll see that on our YouTube page, Common App Media. So subscribe to our page. We have lots of resources there. My colleague Amani has done this Common App walkthrough video that gives you a snapshot into each section of the application and how to navigate each of those sections. We also give more context into our essay section and our activity section, some of the most common sections that students have a lot of questions about or want some guidance and how to kind of frame those particular pieces. We also have this in website version, so English and Spanish handouts where you can tell your story, telling your story, meaning a resource for essays. There are other sections as well. We have information on direct admissions. And so you can use these particular guides as you navigate the application to plan your application and be able to organize it in a way that you want to present it to those colleges and universities. We have our Pay for College, and so you remember on that homepage, I saw the Pay for College. I noted rather the Pay for College section. This is a little snapshot into opportunities that we provide there. Information again about the federal application for student aid. Whether you're talking about scholarships, our net price calculator, all types of information there to support you. And then also we offer one-to-one mentorship. I do think it's great to know that if for some reason you need an extra supporter, we have this free support available of mentors that we connect with partners at UStrive that'll help you kind of get your time management, help you apply to colleges, look for internships and other jobs and everything to support your forward movement. And you can connect with us on social media, whether it's through Facebook or X or Instagram or YouTube. And just recently, our team has joined TikTok as well. So don't be shy, connect with us, Common App on TikTok as well. One of the last things I want to note is that we do offer 24/7 support. You can find our Student Solution Center inside your Common App account too, as well on the right navigation. That houses a lot of our FAQs, frequently asked questions, and other information that you may need as you go through the application. But also, if you have a particular issue with your application, you can submit a ticket to our team to be able to get that resolved. We also have a chat option available. And that concludes my information that I provided to you. So I'm going to stop sharing and allow opportunity for you to share any questions that you may have regarding the information I share. And you could place those questions in the Q&A box.
Don't see any questions yet. Don't be shy. You've got an expert here.
And I know I'm not perfect, so I know you may have questions. Says, what's the best way to detail your activities on Common App? Yeah, so using that activity section, you want to determine what 10 activities that um you want to convey to that college or university, and then you want to answer those questions that are under the activity section. Detail the activity experience. How long have you participated in it? Have you held any leadership opportunities? Those are the best ways to kind of give really good context into what opportunities you have participated in. Is there a place on the app where we can mention a disability? We do have an additional information section. You want to give a little more context. It's about 350 word limit there, where you can give information there, as well as responsibilities and circumstances might be an option as well. When do essay questions get announced? Those essay questions are available each year when we open the application on August 1. If there's updates to our essay questions, you will note them there, but our essay questions have remained the same for the last 2 years, those 7 essay topics. Now, if a college has additional essays questions that they're asking, that will be located under their particular college section, and you'll be able to answer those questions. And once the application opens each year on August 1, those colleges will have that information there. Does the Common App change each year for a junior? When should they get their login? Should they wait until August 1? You can create your account now. There's opportunities for juniors to research scholarships. You can start to build your My Common application section. You can't complete any college applications. Those college applications will open on August 1 of each year. Those are great questions. Any other questions that you may have? Well, it looks like we answered all of the questions that may be available. How many of 7 essays do? Um, you will choose one essay topic for your My Common application section. However, again, colleges may have additional supplemental essay questions or written supplements that they will require. You go under each of those colleges, they'll be listed there if that's required. So that may be some additional required. But for Common App, you would choose one of those essay options, 650 word limit.
Are there any other questions in the audience? To me, I'm not sure how much wait time you want to give, but
Okay, for my minute.
okay.
But if you need assistance after this, there are a couple of ways. Again, we have 24/7 support. Going to your Common App account, right navigation, you can access support from us 24/7, as well as follow us on social media. We give lots of tips and hints and those things about the application process there as well. So you can also, again, subscribe to our YouTube page where you have lots of videos. And if you, for that question regarding essays or activities, again, we have videos that kind of break down more extensively those particular sections. And can parents access info? You can assign your parent as an advisor and they'll be able to look over your information. You have to give access to any individual to be able to see your application. Thanks so much for having me this evening. It has definitely been a pleasure. I hope everyone is building their college list and looking forward to applying to college. For those who are juniors, again, it's not too early. You can start to create your Common App account. There's space available for you. Check out those scholarship areas and also start to look at your My Common application. You can start to build your activities as well, those types of things. So thanks so much for having me. Oh, I see one more question. It says once you add a teacher to one, write your recommendation, do you need to add them to the rest of your colleges? Um, they'll be able to see where they're required to once you add them, they'll be able to know where you're required to add them, where they're required to write a recommendation letter.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of the Common App information. I'm, moderating tonight, but also taking notes for my high school child. So learning along with all of you here. Thank you all for joining us for our You Common App Ready session as part of our virtual post-secondary night. We hope you all have a great evening. Before I log off, it looks like was there maybe one more question or two more questions? So we'll take those.
Yes. First is how do you find out the list of colleges? You can do it multiple ways. You can go into your Common App account, use the college search tab to search colleges. If you want to just do a general search, you can go to our website, commonapp.org. And at the top right-hand corner, you'll see, I'm sorry, not right-hand, left-hand corner, you'll see Find a College. You can use that to use our Explore Colleges tab. For juniors, if you fill out the main areas, will it get deleted when the new application comes around? Your My Common application section does not get deleted. Note there may be some updates. So if we update our essay questions, then you'll have those updates, but that information not deleted. Again, you can't complete any of the college specific information, but your My Common application section doesn't get deleted. Can you apply for one or more colleges? You can apply up to 20 of our members inside the application. Got some questions coming in at the end. I think I covered all of them, Casey. I think we're good.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for coming up with those questions. And thank you, Jamia, for presenting. Again, this session was recorded, so if you don't remember it all and want to look back at it and listen to the information, you are welcome to do so. And I thank you all for being here tonight. I am going to stop recording and end this evening's session. Thank you.
How many